Hi there. Welcome back. If you're new, thanks for joining. Oh, great. I got something. Where's this even coming from? Hold on. Okay, let's see if that helps. Yes. Okay. All right. Hope y'all are doing well. And it's been a nice week for you. I think it's been interesting because ever since I started trying to do this Sunday, which I missed last week, but I've really been seeing weeks as like a different type of, like, this is off and it's bothering me. I'm sorry, guys. I can't get it any lower. I hope. Maybe I can. There we go. But I guess my point is that I'm not a very like regimented person. Like I'm just kind of like, oh, I woke up today when I wake up, and I don't like schedules. How about that? I see. There we go. That helps out. That probably stopped that light anyway. So it's for me to like stick to even this schedule is like a big deal. And so I thought it was interesting because I've been noticing like just me like recognizing weeks, the last few weeks has been like a different kind of energy. Like I'm just like, I'm seeing what plays out in that week and acknowledging it so much like more powerfully than before, because I kind of was like, it's like the difference between keeping a journal and not keeping a journal. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh God, sorry. Anyway, I'm going to start some frankincense because I haven't saged the cards yet or anything, so I haven't frankincenced in a long time. And move, kitty. There we go. Okay. But it's just to cleanse the energy. And I have some amazing, look at this. That's huge. But this is the best is from queencup.ca. Oh my God. I love her frankincense. So if you need some, look up her website. She's incredible. She has great quality frankincense. And you just basically put that little charcoal thing, you burn it from the bottom, you set it down, and it actually just burns from up. And then you put the frankincense right on top, and it just melts it away, and then oh my God, this was even the shape of a heart. I never noticed it till just now. Oh. And be sure to open a window so that the energy has a place to be released out of. But this is to cleanse my space. So, all right, we're set now. Hopefully it won't be too smoky. But anyway, what else? I'm gonna also do a candle. Okay, so I want to talk about downloads. It was interesting because this week was that's what made me bring up the whole week to week kind of energy. So is that I was listening to a song. There's a couple examples of what brought this download to me, but one of them was I was listening to one of my most favorite songs ever, and judge if you want, but I don't care. I am a huge boy band fan, and I'm a huge NSYNC fan. So I listened to this song, Bye Bye Bye, probably upwards of like 2,000 times, right? I mean, let's be real. I don't know, but that is how many times I probably have listened to this song at some point. Anyway, I was listening to it this week, and it did not sound the same. Like, it didn't sound like I'm listening to it going, wait, is this the song? like, or is this is this a slowed down song version? And I just like, this is, because they have sometimes versions of songs out there, multiple kinds, remix and all that stuff. So I thought when I started listening to it, I'm like, this must be like another version. No, it is the original OG Bye Bye Bye. And it was so slowed down. It sounded it sounded weird. I'll be real honest. Like I just sat there kind of cringy, kind of like, what is happening? Like, why is this song sound so foreign? And it, like I said, I actually turned off the song. I couldn't even handle it anymore. It was weird. And then something else happened. Let me see. I wrote them down because it's all on my phone and I have to use my phone for YouTube Live. Um, oh, the day before, like not even 6 hours prior to that, I had a video. I was trying to post a story on Instagram. If you're not following me, go check me out. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it's something you want to put on your feed. It's star love healing, but it's underscores. So star underscore love underscore healing. Anyway, I was trying to make a video on that or a story or something, and it, no matter what, this happens every once in a while with Instagram. If you're a user of it, you know it. It's mind-numbingly difficult, and like yesterday it wasn't. Today, it's like they like I've never even used the app before, or actually the app has never been used before. Like it's like they don't know how to work. And so this was one of those days. And I tried putting 2 videos in on one reel, which is super easy. But for whatever reason, when they put it in, it like shortened both of them. So I'm like, wait, I wanted the whole video on here and the whole video on here, and so I was trying to like stretch them out. Point is that it wouldn't do. It wouldn't actually pull out the video. It would just lengthen the time that the counter had. So it just stretched out time. It didn't actually like stretch the video. It just stretched out the time counter. So those 2 things about being slowed down, stretched out, and it being kind of inconvenient and foreign, it was just a really big energy that just says like things are like, when this happens, it can be a very clear sign to you that you're on a new timeline, especially when that song is something I've listened to. It's like ingrained in my DNA. I've listened to that song so much that, and for it to be foreign and not sound right, that is a very clear indicator that I have moved to a new timeline. Because time is relative, guys. It's really relative. I mean, like 5 seconds can feel like 5 minutes in some situations, right? Maybe that's extreme, but you get my point. And then 5 minutes can feel like 5 seconds sometimes. It's so relative. So it was just interesting because I felt like this was a massive message that I needed to share regarding, if you have any of this happening, then understand that that is what the universe is trying to tell you, is that you've moved timelines. Now, if you are here and you're not seeing that, then it's quite possibly this is a sign for you that start tapping in and listening, because you are going through this. You're just not aware of it. But if you are gravitating to my energy, then you're on the same ride I'm on. And that looks different for every single one of us, but we're still going like this together, So it is a sign that you are on a new timeline. So listen to the differences of what it was to now. Okay. And then I'm jumping down a few because I think it goes along with this as well. I saw 2 Nordic track boxes. Now, I don't know if anyone's ever bought a treadmill, but that's what a Nordic track is. And these boxes, I've never, but I saw, they are monstrous. Like they barely fit in a regular, like normal size SUV. Not a big one, but like, average SUV. You have to put seats down, the front seat down to get this box into the car. And that's what I was watching these people do. And it stopped traffic and everything, right? It was a big deal that this big Nordic track box was getting shoved into this mid-size SUV. And not but 20 seconds later, I see these, not the same box, but the same type of box, same everything, perfectly set right in a dumpster. And I just so happened, I took a wrong turn. I took a couple wrong turns and I happened to go right behind this building and see this dumpster with this Nordic track. Inside probably 20 minutes after the first one. So I thought, and when I saw the second one, it was 4:44, like 4:44 p.m. on my car clock, which is 4:44. Stability, happiness, celebration. It's the fours energy. It's solid. It's foundation. And I thought it was so interesting that we see it, something that went from brand new, absolutely brand new, like we're just looking at boxes, right? That brand new box to trash. So what does that mean to you? Is there anything that you've seen go from fresh, brand new to trash real quick? Well, if you have, I think this is a message just to understand that what happened in the middle there was just getting you from, A to B, because you're treadmilling it, walking. And you're going to have to break it down to understand it, because like that's what you usually have to do with an empty box. Once you get all the items out of it, it's just like a empty box that you have to break down, or you have to put all the pieces back in to even be able to throw it away. So I think there was some really, really important about that. So, I mean, I know what it means to me. Like I've seen some, even in these weeks, like I told you, these weeks that I've been having, it's like one person will come in my life for that week. And it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed they're lasting to the next week. I don't know what it is, but the universe has been sending me pretty much a new person every week. And they come in and then they leave. And they come in and they leave. And so I think that was really, I mean, I know what it means to me. I have to see how something, like I have to think about how it's going to end pretty much when the beginning. And in the beginning, I got to think about, or at the end, I got to think about how sweet it was in the beginning. So it's like you got to really just balance it. Okay, and then also there's something else I heard right when I saw the second box. I heard someone's coming, like they're rushing, they're preparing, they're because that's really what a treadmill is that you're still able to work out when you cannot go outside, and you're prepping, you're you're getting your body stronger. So there's something about, and the 444 that helped, like that's the Four of Wands. It's weddings and celebrations and a beautiful solid foundation for those items and those events, right? So I heard something with that about how like something's coming, someone's prepping, they're preparing, they're doing everything they can to be ready. So all right, another download was how I had heard, okay, so masculine and feminine, they are, masculine is usually, even in my oracles here, they're usually always represented by the sun card, which is the planet or the whatever star that they are represented by. And the feminine energy is always represented by the moon. And it makes sense. Like I get that. Like the divine masculine is this massive, bold, like strength that we need on this planet. And it's a livelihood, you know? And the feminine energy is, I mean, we're ruled by phases. Our body literally goes through phases every 30 days. So, or 27, I don't know. But, and we literally die. Our body sheds and death. It goes through death and rebirth every month. It's like, so that is the phases of the moon. So that all makes sense. But I had heard like a couple of years ago on some random thing that it's actually been designed for the opposite. The divine masculine is represented by the moon, and the divine feminine is represented by the sun. And so I started thinking about that today or not today, this week for whatever reason. And it really hit me hard that it's like, wow, I mean, I like that idea that we can be both, first off. But I really like it because I'm like, there's actual proof. Like when, let's say this, the feminine is the sun to the right divine masculine. Not everyone. And some divine masculines out there will see another feminine's sun qualities, but it won't be their sun. Because when the right divine feminine comes into the right divine masculine's energy, they are this, like they bring all the sunshine. They are their livelihood. They are what recharges them, what gives them strength, what literally just gives them a purpose to wake up in the morning. That vibrancy. So that is very clear. Oh, and when that divine feminine leaves that masculine's life, they can have a very dark world. So again, that sun energy can be very well designated for the divine feminine. Now for the divine masculine, being the moon, I really love it because as a divine feminine, I have been gravitated to men's energy. I don't have a type. Like, you know what my type is? A divine masculine. Like someone who knows they have power, isn't gonna boast about it, very humble, is solid. Like, oh, when they are solid in themselves, it is gravitational. I cannot stop from wanting to be attracted to it. And my cat is going crazy if you hear him. He's doing laps. Which I think is funny because that's usually a dog thing. But anyway, so but my point is that I think that's how a masculine energy is more like the moon. It's like when they ebb and flow, the feminine ebbs and flows. It's just natural. Like that's like I once had this one guy who was like, I think you want me to be weak. And I'm like, why? And he goes, because you're so strong and you want to be in control. And I'm like, I don't want to be in control. But if you give me like that, I'm going to have to be. If you're not willing to step up and be the strong one here without telling me you're strong, I need you to just know you're strong, and then everything will do the rest. Your vibes will calm my vibes and tell my vibes hey, you don't have to take the reins here because this fool ain't doing nothing. You know, like it's so I think that's interesting because that's that moon energy. Like it's there, like, like the whole moon is there every single time. But sometimes we can only see a little bit of it. It's still there, but we can only see a little bit of it. That's what masculine energy actually does help us. Like we know it's there always. They don't have to always show us. They just need to be it. Right? And then lastly, it's like the the masculine and the moon energy, it really, like, they are our moonlit path that we need in the dark. We know with a divine masculine that owns their power that we'll never be lost. Even in the dark, we will not be lost with them. So I really loved how that download came in about divine masculine and feminine and being interchangeable with the moon and the sun. So let me know what you think about it in the comments. So let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there's one other one. If you like Gatsby, The Great Gatsby is one of my absolute favorite books. It's probably the only book I've read multiple times. And I love that it came on Netflix lately. So if you've never seen it, it's on Netflix. But I mean, there's so many meanings in that movie. But just this one that hit me this time was how, because I felt it. I felt every part of my soul felt this energy. How he had, and if you've never seen the movie, hopefully I'm not really giving away anything, but Gatsby at some point desperately wanted his Daisy, the object of his desire, and had been for a very long time. They had met a long time ago, had a big separation, and then re-met or reunion, and in his request in the present was he desperately needed her to acknowledge that everything that happened between when they last saw each other to the present was fictitious or didn't happen or wasn't real, because he needed to know that during all that span that she still pined over him and then didn't, and that nothing was better than him at any point in that journey. That is a huge request that cannot and will not ever be satisfied, because there's no way. That's not in the movie. It very much portrays that he has such unconditional love for Daisy. It's undeniable. But he doesn't. And I think this is the part where it's really showing you he doesn't have unconditional love. Because unconditional love during that separation of their relationship would have given him the empathy and the joy and the satisfaction that even if she wasn't with him, she was loved and adored and cared for, and someone, even if it was her or someone else, she was taken care of, because he wasn't doing it. But he wanted so desperately that she would have just dismissed anything that happened in her past before coming back together, when he had already dismissed her at some point, right? So it really just, I think, was a beautiful example of unconditional love in this life, in your life, in my life. If you do have a reunion with someone, you really have to somehow get to a place where you are fully okay with whatever happened between now and maybe the last time you were together. Or if this is a new soulmate and um, they tell you things in their past, it's unconditional love to really acknowledge, hey, they were doing the best they could at that time. And who am I to judge? It's hard. It's really, really hard. But if you can, I think that's the wrap this all up. If you can acknowledge that someone had some situations, people in their life that wasn't maybe in alignment with you and your alignment now, which is where you're actually judging from, is where you are now. 2 years ago, you probably would have judged differently because you had different experiences under your belt. So you're judging from here. Now, this person's past may not have been in alignment with yours, so that could give you some reason to judge. But you really need to honestly more see it as that was their life. I will have to ask them to show me them that they're not that way now, right now. But I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So, but I really do feel like there are some reunions coming, and so and I think if you have a reunion coming, then you've already rectified this in your soul. Like thinking about when you do get back with them and you hear things and you know that they were with other people and they did these other things with these other people, that you've rectified in your soul that it's okay. They absolutely needed to do that on their journey, and that and you appreciate the other people they were with because they were very important for them, and therefore are important for you and your relationship, because y'all's relationship would not be where it's at if they didn't have that experience with that person. There's no way. It's like a chemical reaction. There's no way that you could be there's no way you can be the same as before you meet someone after you meet that person. Even just very small, like at the grocery store line, when you help someone who dropped a quarter, you've now interacted with that person and you are both changed. So you have to love your unconditional love is very necessary for past, present, and future. And that's what we're all here for, right? We're all here for unconditional love. So anyway, that's the last of my downloads. And this smoke is really getting to me. I don't know if you can see it or not, but okay. You know what? I don't really have any plan of what we're supposed to ask for. So if anybody wants to put on here, I don't know if anyone's on or not, and I guess I don't even have the chat on. My gosh. Sorry, guys. It seems like every app I work in changes on the weekly, monthly. I don't know. Maybe it's on. Who knows? I hope it is. That way, if you have a question, I'd love to pull it for you if I can see it. Okay. Again, I got it. Okay, this is the Isis Oracle, and I will read it because the messages are powerful, powerful. So, Isis. Whoa, that was a little too much and too many. Here we go. What can we know from Isis? She is my... She has guided me more than most during my journey. And I just heard this song the other day and was like, oh my God. So this is Ancient Power Mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. Oh my God. And remember, I'm on YouTube and it's switched, so everything's gonna probably be backwards. Ancient Power Mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. So that's a rattle. And I don't think this phone is on. Come on, turn on. Or at least tell me you're dead. Well, I was hoping maybe I could pull up the song, but it's a Selena Gomez song. My gosh. Well, this isn't even wanting to power on. That's how dead it is. That's scary. Okay. Weird. I'll deal with that later. It's Selena Gomez, and it's a song called Vulnerable. And that song, every time when I heard like this card forever will be associated with that song, because she has this little like part in the middle where she's rattling a rattle, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like a, I don't know, man, I'm not a musical instrument person, but it's a tambourine or something that's a rattle sound, and it is powerful in that song. Like it just makes me stop and just want to like feel it. And so that is what this card is. So let me get it. And I went like literally right to it. Maybe I'm supposed to do this incantation for y'all. Wow. Okay. It says, the rattle of Isis, the sistrum, is playing in the hand of the goddess now. Can you sense it with your inner hearing? Its vibration reaches through your crown chakra and enters your body, initiating you into great ancient power mysteries of sound, creativity, and healing. This is a time when words and music will become increasingly important on your spiritual path and healing journey. Whew. Let's see. When the Lady Isis initiates a beloved into her ancient mysteries life can become quite interesting. An initiate of Isis does not just learn new ideas as a student, but is thrown into the experience of the mysteries in real day-to-day living, so that they may be truly mastered in our lives, and then utilized in service to help the lives of others too, so that one day all beings will be healed and whole according to the divine will of the divine feminine. The rattle of Isis initiates us into the mysteries of sound healing and creation through vibration. If we listen carefully with our inner ear, we can hear the sounds of the universe alive. We can sense and hear with our inner ear the movement of planets, the beating of the heart of Mother Earth, and the music of the goddess, guiding us through sound, helping our souls to dance and move, and our lives to heal. You are guided to use words that reflect the experience you would like to create in your life. It may involve shifting how you speak, for example, rather than focusing on struggle or what is not working, focusing on the signs of life and healing that you experience. This may also include using chant, incantation, and prayer. It may also involve singing or playing a musical instrument, or using sound for healing through the voice or another instrument such as crystal bowls, rattles, keyboard, or string or wood instruments, and letting the sound move you. You can use this healing for yourself, but if you are a healer, this oracle can guide you to explore this in your healing with others. It just is a reminder that your voice has so much power, and what you say, what you write has so much power. especially right now. Like in general, always, but right now, this is going to be it's going to be a very key gift to you to make it through this initiation. Okay. Okay, here it says, if there's a piece of music that you love or a meditation CD that you enjoy, you may like to have it ready to play in a few moments after you have completed the first part of the ritual. Oh, okay. How about this? If someone watches this video and wants me to post it in the comments, the pictures or the picture of the incantation, or write it down, just tell me in the comments. Okay. You know what? I think I am, as soon as I was reading that, I was like, you know what? This means that I have to use my self-created oracle for mixed tape oracle that has messages through lyrics. What else can we know right now with this situation? Thank you. Okay. Okay. It says, that smile is worth the wait. Yes, I'm forever only yours. Someday maybe I'll be yours. And it's Someday by Michael. Oh, I forgot. I'm not even going to put it up. Michael Bublé and Megan Trainor. So you might want to go listen to that song for more messages. And then it says, the song is If I Didn't Love You. And it was by Jason Aldean and Carrie Underwood. And these two were together over here. So these have more like kind of a merged energy. And since they all kind of came out separately, they might be like different people. They might be different situations. So just think of it and see if that resonates for you. Sorry. Oh, good. Okay. There's someone was turning around on my driveway. Just want to make sure I wasn't going to have someone at my door here. Okay. If I didn't love you, I'd try to find someone new. It should be something I can do. Baby, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in the state that I'm in. Okay, so there's definitely some waiting energy here. Or not happening. You know what I mean? Like it's not happening. It's a prep. Like I was saying, that prep energy, right? So, but it definitely doesn't feel like it does feel like they're, I think that they are understanding their feelings in this energy and really, I know that sounds too easy, but it's not easy to truly understand your feelings. I'm a Pisces. I live only in the realm of my emotional state. It's pretty damn hard for me to have like reality because I have a lot of water. Not just even Pisces. I have like a lot of Pisces, but like multiple on top of that water. So I live in my emotions. Everything is my emotions. If you ask me what my emotions are, probably not going to be able to tell you. It's so deep that I don't even know sometimes if there's words that describe it, like what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. So even for me who live in it, I sometimes cannot even tell someone how I feel. It's too magnanimous of an energy to like narrow down to just a sentence. So that's what I mean. Like they are really breaking down this energy of how they feel. And I think there's this beautiful overarching or underlining bit of sunshine that only you are giving them, because it's your smile that is absolutely keeping them going. It was that, like that important. It just meant that much. There's something that you are doing, and it may be nothing you're doing. It's just them seeing, because it's their perception of you. Whoever this is, it's their perception of what you are to them. So not only are they trying to understand it and really work through it so they can, it's not a question anymore for them, or it's not something their soul is having to like work through. Once they've worked through it, then it's like you can move on, you know? And then you could get to the better stuff and the good stuff and like and move on. But there's some underlining energy that something that you mean to them is keeping them going, to keeping moving through this energy and seeing and really rectifying something in their soul. I mean, my God, that's a pretty damn, I mean, if any human was like doing that to me, like it would just be like, could you imagine? Like someone's working hard with only my brightness and my love at their center. Like that's their goal. That's beautiful. So I hope you take that as, no matter what the situation is, understand that that's what the underlying energy is here. Because sometimes you don't see it. So let's see. Will we see this? I don't think so, because it sounds very much like separation energy. Okay, and that can like leads me to say separation energy is just when you are apart. Whether that's, you can be in the same room with somebody and have separation energy. I mean, I have, like, I was in the room with my partner and felt about as far away as I was in another country. And that still may not have explained how much distance there was between us. Might as well have been, though, you know, because it was just so distant. So what I'm trying to say is that don't look at it as this is only someone who maybe you are not with at this point. This could be for someone who is married and or long-term dating or just starting to date. There's something that's there that's not, whether it's physical, emotional, or like you're just not on the right page. That's separation energy. But I think that during this separation energy, someone is really working with you as their end goal. So, all right, so this is, you're a habit hard to break. You're more than a heart can take. There's no exit, no escaping. I've been thinking about you. And the song is Thinking About You by Sierra. So yeah, I mean, if it's clear, they can't escape it in the first place. It's something that it's like they know they're, oh my God, I just heard they're stuck on the treadmill. Like they're stuck on the track. They're stuck to you no matter what, and they know it. Which goes back to the first, one of the downloads. Once they're on the treadmill, it's like they can't get off. So once they start thinking about you or thinking about y'all together, it's like they can't get off of it. They know that at this point they've numbed themselves out so much in the past that doesn't even work anymore. Now it's like you gotta, they've hit a point where they have to move through it in order for it to ever dissipate. So that gives them a purpose to do it, right? I mean, you can't, I mean, otherwise it's called insanity if you just keep going through the same thing and not changing. All right, the song is Coming Back for You by Maroon 5, and it says, I know there are a million, oh my gosh, I hope you like the video because this is another synchronicity that's just too much, too real. It says, I know there are millions of miles in between our hearts, but I will come running for you. I don't care how far. I told you that Nordic track had a lot of power. Download. I know there are a million miles in between our hearts, but I will come running for you. I don't care how far. Jesus. Let's just give it up to our angels and spirits that they are coming through really powerful for us today. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, this one just doesn't. My gosh. W, that can mean something for somebody. An initial. O. Okay. Remember, this is all about an initiation. So what does an initiation look like? Sometimes struggle. Sometimes an overwhelmingness of energy that you don't know how to handle. Good or bad. Or even just having to have patience. I know for a very long time in the last 4 years, I was the most impatient person. Because I would get these downloads and these feelings that rushed over my body, and I was like, something's coming. Something's coming. Oh my God, I can't even control it. Something's coming. And then finally, after years, and then maybe something would come, but I would have already ruined it because I was so waiting for it to show its face, and then it wouldn't. So then I'd be like, I'd get to an emotional, and then, but it wasn't a good, it was a, I don't know, maybe I didn't know it. Maybe I didn't, what am I feeling? I don't even know what I'm feeling anymore. It had led, so my point is that I've moved through that, thank God. Now it's I feel that energy, but I don't let it overwhelm me. And I'm just kind of oh, okay, something's coming, and I don't put any more focus on it, is my point. So I think that is what I was trying to say, and I've already lost what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, that initiation. Maybe you're being initiated to have patience and just start surrendering with trust and faith and belief that where if you want something to change, then it will, and it's going to. So okay, so we got that's funny, I just took a drink. Clouds in my coffee, silver lining, which I love that it fell over here, or at least I placed it over here, which is really kind of what I was saying about that. It says that smile is worth the wait. Yeah, I'm forever only yours. Maybe I'll be yours someday. Maybe I'll be yours. But it's you've been the silver lining to this struggle. I just don't think this person thought that you were the silver lining. They thought you were the cloud. You know what I mean? Always burdened by thinking, oh my God, I'm still thinking about this person. Why am I still thinking about this person? What have they done to me? Or just being why can't I get past what they did to me? Why can't I get past what I did to them? But so my point is, I think that they're having this dynamic, change of energy of not seeing it as a negative, but seeing it as a silver lining. Okay, we've also got, there's more to it, which was peeking out earlier whenever I was showing you at first. Surrendering. Look at that, surrendering. Conviction, surrendering, cross to bear. And then we got the Maverick. excuse me, the Maverick in all of this, this is literally what I just said. There's more to it. Feeling like there's something else you're not getting. There's something you're missing. Something's coming. And then having to surrender to the patience of it. Like, okay, divine tells you when you start picking up, when you really truly start opening yourself up to like picking up intuitive hits, the angels and your ancestors and spirit are really, I mean, this is such a dense planet to get messages through and energy through, that it takes a lot of energy for them to get something down to us, and it takes a lot of energy for us to receive it and understand it and see it as that. So they can send like a bunch of stuff down to us, because before you started understanding your intuition, you'd miss it all. You wouldn't hear anything. You wouldn't know a single damn thing that was coming through from your ancestors. And so they've just been pouring all over you. And you're just, it's like you had an umbrella. That's what I'm seeing. Like you had an umbrella that just kind of, I don't want to say this, but I'm hearing it, dumbed you down. You know, like you didn't want to hear it. You weren't open to it. It was like, weird. And so it just fell off of you. But now that you're willing to receive this intuition and like listen to this, now it's getting through. So now the angels are still dumping all this stuff, hoping that maybe you'll get it. And you do get it. And then it's overwhelming. Because then you're like, what? This is what awakening is, basically. I'm describing awakening. I didn't know I was, but now I know I am. You are now like, whoa, I didn't realize that all this was coming at me. And so then it becomes a little overwhelming. And then you have to go, okay, well, what did that have to do with this? And was this the same thing here? Was it about this? Was it about like, were they together? Or are they not? Like all these downloads you get and all these like intuition hits, you have to give yourself time to like accept it and see what it was meant for. So it takes time. But my point is that I think this is just really explaining all of it. Like even with the Maverick, like you have to like, in order for this to happen, and in order for you to be able to go boldly into the unknown and be confident in everything you do and be a trailblazer, basically. It's going to take some surrendering, but it's also going to take, wanting to get to the bottom of it and able to hear the truth and understand and surrender to the fact that whatever the truth is or whatever that realization is, it's okay. Because some realizations don't feel good. When you realize someone doesn't love you, or God willing, you realize you don't love somebody else. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it has happened to me, and it basically crushed my entire world because I knew I had to say bye. And that person didn't feel the same way, right? So either way, some realizations really, really are painful and hard, but I don't look back once about that moment in my life and say, man, I sure wish I would have stayed. No. I'm very thankful for where I'm at and that I did listen to myself. But it takes some listening and self-surrendering to be okay with, initiations. So, and then we got, oh my God, we got 444 again. Remember in the downloads? Oh my gosh, beautiful. Thank you. I heard God is good. And this can be just an initial for somebody out there, first, middle, last initial. Um, I don't really know what else. I'm not hearing anything else. But it does say or good, just the word good. Um, guidance and what else did I just hear? Oh well. But this 444 card says stability allows for a solid foundation. Okay. Well, I think we have a really beautiful message. I'm not really sure if we need anything more, but I do feel like this is just sitting here for a reason. Remember, the point here is that feel the vibrations in your soul of Isis's rattle. She's giving you the intuitive hits for you to know what to do. You just got to hear it. It says, I'm planning something for you. See, I told you, look at that. This person with that treadmill energy, I just know that they're prepping, they're getting ready, they're preparing. And I think a card flipped, but I'm not certain. Yep. Oh, okay, well, I'm taking that too. Okay, this is a lot, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And then this one that had flipped in there before everything else says, do you trust me? Surrendering, trusting. There's a massive level of surrendering here that's going to have to be coming from either you or them. Both. Okay, it says, I've always been looking for you. Yeah, I think that's really in line with the fact that it's like, it's maybe they've been looking for you like on your socials or on like if y'all live in the same area, maybe they've always been like, are they here? In hopes that you are. I'm feeling that. But it's also, I think this goes along with this, your smile. That smile is worth it, meaning like you're always at the top of their mind. It's like you won't leave their mind or their fantasies. And so you're always like that guiding light for them. That's all I'm trying to say. But I've always been looking for you. I think it's more like, I honestly see like a flashlight or like a headlight, a headlamp. Like you're always the guiding light for them. Okay. These two are over here and it says, I trust that we are sacred partners. There's a lot of trust and surrendering in this again, just saying it again. And then it says, our intimacy was electric before, but now it's going to be insatiable. I just had a hair in my mouth, so that might mean something for someone with the intimacy. Getting just so much going on. There's hair in people's mouths and I don't know. Anyway, I think the point here is that it's like getting, oh my God, here it is again. Okay. I don't know if I got it or not, but it says our intimacy. Oh yeah. My point is it's just getting better. The more that you trust, the better it gets. The more intense the connection can be. And the more you awaken, oh God, the more powerful your heart can love and the more powerful your heart can give. And I mean, I think we all want to love that is so freaking powerful like that. But also feeling it from your creator is that's step one. So I think he's the one that brings it, or she's the one that brings it. They are the one that bring it, is my point. They are the one that create that space in your heart so that you can do it here on earth with another soul. But okay, it says, I've never felt so supported by someone as I do with you. So I love that. They feel like they've always had you by their side during it, which you have. To whoever this is going out to, they always have you at their core. People can see I'm in love with you. And then the anticipation of our physical union is killing me. Okay. So remember when I was saying the anticipation feeling of when I would get these downloads years ago where it was just so much. It was like this, like it was anticipation. It just sat there on me and I'd just be like, something's about to fucking go. Like it's about to go. That anticipation feeling was so overwhelming. It took over every thought I had in my mind because it was just like, is this it? Is this it? You know? But anticipation feels really good when it's like simmered down, you know, and it's like a really balanced, which I love because we do have balance with a positive number, 2 2 1 1 1 1 energy. So, oh my god. Well, guys, I think this was absolutely gorgeous. If you made it through the end, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped in some way. It's given some clarity. It's helped you work your intuitive muscle. And please put down any kind of emoji that this kind of meant for you. So maybe if there's a rattle or musical instrument in the emoji, you know, gallery, or clouds, or 4444 44444, you know. Anyways, I hope that I just thank you. Thank you. I hope y'all have a great week. But I do feel like this is beautiful energy coming, or it's just happening. I don't know when. Energy is, you know, fluid. All these messages are timeless. So it can mean that this is confirmation for you. That's something that's just happened. It's something you are getting little bits and pieces of because it's happening at the present time, or it has not, you kind of like, you don't understand it. That means it's coming. That's how how this is timeless. So, and if it is coming, then it's just helping you be prepped and prepared in order to how you can soak it in and react the way you want to react. So anyways, y'all take care. Have a good one. Bye.